Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the ScreenShot, the show where we have raw and unfiltered conversations about issues that we face as young people of Zimbabwe. My name is Melinda Ncube and I am your host. So today our show is a little bit different. We want to talk about the CITE Hub that has been created by Center for Innovation and Technology. And joining me today to have these conversations are two members of the hub. We've got Mzi and we've got Tolerance. Hi guys and welcome.
Hello.
You see Tolerance?
Yes, you.
Welcome back, Mzi.
Hi.
You're now a veteran of the show.
Like I'm such a big fan of the show, but I love being here. It's always a pleasure to be here, guys.
And it's nice to have you. So, Tolerance, this is your first time, but You're a vital member of the hub. This is our chairman, please. This is our vice chair, and soon to be chair. You never know.
Okay, thank you.
So, Tolerance, since when I sing Agwazi on the show, and maybe you can tell our viewers ukuthi uTolerance imphandle ukuthi uyenza ngani udume ngani.
Alright. My name is Tolerance Nkala. As you've said, just an ordinary person. Don't have anything special I can do. You might just say I'm a school leave, not learning. Just finished my course. I was just doing my studies at Joshua Polytechnic. I'm a teacher by profession.
Okay.
You have to graduate maybe next year. So that's what I basically do. So I need to see other avenues that can give me money. Just looking nothing.
Yeah. All right. So you're almost a teacher.
Yes.
You're almost. So next term you're supposed to be a qualified teacher.
Yes.
All right. So guys, as I have mentioned, today we are going to talk about the hub, and for people who don't know, the reason why this hub was created, a space for young people to come have important conversations on issues that we face, pretty much like the show, what the show is about. So Karesis has this kuluma face to face, and you guys have come to a meeting, so you know what it's about. So we wanted a space where young people feel free to come in, use the internet in our offices, build each other up. And so yeah, basically that's it. So now coming to you guys. When you heard this idea, what did you think? Why do you think it's important for young people to have spaces where they can come and freely communicate about the issues that we have in Nkala? Okay,
first of all, I want to say it's very important maybe to occupy young people. They are just doing nothing home. Some are just sitting, they're just getting stuck around, sitting on bridges, nothing productive that we are doing. So it was important just to occupy them first of all. Then second, I would say give them a free and safe space to discuss important issues. It helps them to grow, to socialize, and to realize what some people think. They share ideas that are much productive.
True.
And I would also say, since this hub also provides or gives them an opportunity to be to them, or you must say, it also gives them a chance to specialize on certain skills such as journalism. I think that's very important for them.
That's very true. Historically, there have been things that have happened since Nkala. There have been things where and post-COVID, we've had an issue where most people or wherever there's people. But to create a space of saying, no, guys, let's all come together with our minds and discuss things and find solutions for them. I think it's a great help. For instance, unfortunately for us, we're not really that exposed to technology. But through CITE Youth Hub, you can come funding AI with AI and this is how you can also use it to your advantage. Assignment is called, those kind of things. So,
ask Meta.
Yes, ask Meta.
An entire entire assignment.
So I think it's important to see everyone with a different skill. Among my creatives, among my intellectuals, among they're hands-on people, there are people computer or whatever it can be. But when you all come together to discuss, you find out, no, I need this person to get to that level. I need this person to help me do this and do that. So I think it helps because as we all know, we live in a hustle culture era right now, and you need that kind of space to say, "I'm not guys, mina ngithengisa iPhone," or "Hayi mina ngiyayakha mina ngiyenzani." And you need to be exposed, because if you just stay at home or you just do it on social media, you don't really impact people as much as they would see you face to face. Oh, this is your work. Oh, all right, no. So, and that way we create connections, and that really helps the youth, because I think that's what the youth really needs right now.
I like the term connections, you know, like I think we're trying to build a community here. Imagine if there's 100 people in a room and not everyone is doing the same thing. And Mzi, you mentioned it, now you're also, maybe we are 10, so clientele, maybe you've got now 5, 6, 7 people. I noticed this, the previous meeting that we had,
yes.
Osisi labana abangu 2 who are both actresses or something. Yes. And little did they know they are both in the same spaces, but they didn't know. Yes. So also now we're able to tell each other, to know, guys, I'm in this creative space and stuff like that. And also you mentioned in Dawaye skill. I think most of us lack technological skills. We are only on WhatsApp and Ask Meta. So here you're able to come and learn a few things. You know, you can learn how to write articles, you know. There's a lot that's going on in our communities, and I feel like maybe you guys can correct me. Maybe is stories to tinemagasi as pumi like on the little stories might not be coming out on bigger publications. Maybe Tesla stories imnandi ezingaphumi because of
it can be bit of both. But, you know, unfortunately, we don't have that many television stations. So with ZBC, TN, TV. Whereas in other countries, they'll have television networks and networks that cater for everyone across the board, from kids to adults, and especially youth.
It's got stories.
Yes.
That's literally
so you see, nice. We need those kinds of outlets, and we don't need to have channels as such. Because there's YouTube these days, there's Facebook. You can shoot something and post it. There's this show on Facebook, I think they've taken it down now. It was called Why Do Girls Cheat? That show, yeah.
Okay.
Why do women cheat or why do girls cheat? It was shot Elveve.
Really?
Yeah. But unfortunately, because Bogongela exposure, they didn't get enough views, or maybe they did get views, but I'm saying exposure. They would was no, there's this thing that's going on, and it's the same thing that happens, unfortunately, with our artists. Or with, you know, Bulawayo is an artist hub. We have so many artists, but some of them, you won't recognize them. And if you do recognize them, people think you're weird. You know, there's that thing where you're supporting local music, or you're supporting local things, and it's as if you're supporting substandard things. There are some really talented people out there, guys. We really need to look into that, and that's what the Youth Hub is for as well.
Do you listen to local music?
Yeah, I pity.
Ubani.
Yes. Yeah, so many of them.
Yes.
I
think we have to agree. Bulawayo does have talent anyway.
Yes.
Of a certain.
Okay, I was just saying, in addition to that, what you've been saying, Mzi, I think the CITE also allow us to debate. You know, when we debate, we tend to unpack some hidden things.
True.
We really see how people think. Some people, they are intellectually gifted.
Yes.
But those gifts are not used. So when we gather here, and we tend to see that some people are talented for it. We tend to advise, I don't know what to do.
I think we saw it the last meeting, man. People actually dug deep, because I'm sorry to say, but it will be since light. It was our first one, it will be light, and people put their A game.
Yeah.
And what I love about debating and in a space where it's formal and or semi-formal, I don't know, and
yes.
it's when you really get to see abantu, they are taking something serious and they go, they research, they come back. Uyazi abanye ngiyakhumbula babengafuna ukuba on certain teams abakhethelwe wona. you know, uyabungavumelani ngento emotion yankhona uyabungavumelani but usufakiwe sokuthiwa vuma. So now you have to sit, so kumele ukhangele omunye umuntu umconvince ukuthi wena la ade ungakubelieve khonokho umconvince ukuthi is the truth, and so it brings out that thing you're able to now even critically think, you know, now you're able to come up with solutions for different things. I love debate and I want to see more of it. So when it comes to us manje as a hub, how do you think we can reach out to more young people to join? Senzeni, guys. I know someone says about the intimate meeting, but show our vulnerability, but we need members, we need people to come in and join us and see what we do and be motivated by the movement. So what can we do?
From how I look at it is, everyone, let me not say everyone, but people know that it's there, and I think it's up to the youth at the end of the day. Do you want to be part of this? Or do you just, you're just being oblivious to it? At times... That's what I wanted to mention. At times it's not us.
As badali, guys, we're part of them. But the opportunities are very great.
Yes. At times it's not good you are not trying to push it out there. Guys, there's this thing, let's join. We're trying. I mean, I'm part of Rotaract. I've seen... a couple of times where people are saying, "No, we have a meeting this week at Youth Hub," and I was like, "Oh, how can I Youth Hub? Oh, that's you, okay." And then, but people don't come, and people will have time because most of us, unfortunately, most of us are unemployed or whatever the case may be. But most of us do have the time to just come through and say, there's this cool thing that's happening. It's called the Youth Hub. Come through, come learn something new, come mingle with new people. You don't always need to go to alcohol or go to sound. You know? Let's just get together as young people for once and say, there's mini AI, I want to learn something new about it. How can I make my own AI, you know, to push my own content? How can I make my own magazine? And showcase certain things. Maybe I am a food journalist. I want to go around the city and say,
because the magazine is there.
Yeah.
It's called the CITE Youth Network magazine. I hope I'm getting it right. In magazine corner, it just needs like
people.
We've been told, if you've got people who can write like even a gossip column, you know, it's a young people magazine. A gossip column, food, sports, you know, tolerance, whatever you're thinking right now, equal. My ideas are low. Ngokubuza tolerance, Mr. Vice Chair. When I say we invited you youth up, but show me, but you're not getting any money. What made you come through still?
Okay, at first, I could get the sense of this.
What it's about?
Yes.
Okay.
So, the first thing, we should make our vision and the aims of the organization much clearer to everyone.
Okay.
Understand? And then the hindrance or the problem with people, so that the organization here, we must say here in Zimbabwe, in Africa as well, they've been giving money. So people have been manipulated. When they hear organization, they think of money, that they must get something. So if they come here, they don't get anything. They say this thing is just useless.
And there's also a notion that when we meet someone is making money out of us, that's the one thing that most people were thinking. Somehow ukona umuntu oyenze imali by us meeting, and which was not the case. No one made any money because none of the pictures or anything were posted anywhere. And so most people were saying uti baqiliwe and stuff. So that was the sad part. But those who stuck around, and we have a group chat that we are doing because until Ikona, you know, Mzi can lead us today in our conversation.
Oh my goodness.
We have these conversations that you see Uguti Abantuku group now, they're opening up, they're able to talk. We're having conversations on mental health, substance abuse, things that affect us as young people. So I like that about us. Good, but it's funa cool, and we we need to grow. And
Yes.
so ideas, guys, how can we grow members? Oh yeah, you mentioned something about Rotaract.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, Guti, how about collaborations? What do you think about collaborations?
They're very possible, but
Are they good? I mean, like going forward for
yes.
youth organizations to collaborate.
For instance, when we have projects at Rotaract, we collaborate with other clubs for it to be successful. But we can't say, oh, guys, sifuna donate, let's say, around Kobulawa, right? This is a project idea for anyone who wants to grab it. Sifuna donate 100,000 pads, right, to the girls around disadvantaged girls in Abe, Robert Sinyoga, Ngo's Mine, you know, those kinds of places. Those farms are along Falls Road there. You want to donate my pads and sanitation things. Sunlight liquid. Now that we're heading into winter, so I'm flu, so I'm a mask, I'm a hand sanitizer, right? As my club, the Rotary Club of Matopos, we can't really donate 100,000 because there's no way. Even with funding, it's hard. It's going to take time. We need to do it now. So we approach some other clubs. We go to NAST and say, Rotary Club of NAST, we go to WUA, we ask for them. We go to Belmont, and we work together as the clubs of Ulawa. And it works. I've seen in Kakulu what it works. They'll get together, have a manifesto, one club will come up with it, and they'll all have an equal share in it, and it's their project, and it works. And I think maybe moving forward as a youth hub, we can say each week, let's invite these guys to work with us on a particular thing. We see you guys are doing well. So that we can do what we can learn from you. Into the this is how you do it. And you never know, you can get 2 or 5 members from that place as well, helping us grow as well. You know, things like that really do help.
What do you think, Tolerant?
Yeah, I think what you've mentioned is very important, collaboration. And even maybe inviting some experts.
So that is definitely on the manifesto. I'm experts on certain
fields.
Certain fields is definitely important. Because the impact, their knowledge. There are so many issues that we go through as young people that need to be addressed, and sometimes none of us have the expertise. What's the word?
Expertise.
The expertise. What's that expertise? The expertise to address these things. So we will have people who come in and talk about these things, especially when it comes to, you've been mentioning AI a lot, and I like that because, you know, I was reading something about, and I'm digressing a bit, about AI. And it said that, I don't know if it's like a conspiracy theory, but I was saying, Guti, the more intelligent artificial intelligence gets, people are afraid that it will surpass human knowledge. And a creator. No, AI is obviously smarter than all of us at this point. Come on now.
I mean, if I have to go into the back end and correct certain codes, I don't think it's
okay. Wait, imagine now it is able to do that by itself, is what I'm saying. It's now able to do that by itself. So the paper that I was reading, it was talking about how we might end up as humanity losing control. I think it's now in the movies. And stuff like that. If you get on TikTok, I'll send you guys the link. There's a video of two phones talking to each other, AI to AI. And
is that the one where they create their own language or something like that?
I don't know what. I know they didn't create a language, but they started talking about something computer-ish. They were taking over the world.
Just 2 phones.
It was just 2 phones communicating AI to AI. So I think for me now, personally, to not be afraid, I would like to learn more. Yeah, but my theories now in my head. I mean, most of us, sometimes they're not aware of what's going on, you know. As long as the 7 see what's up, it's enough.
True. I think as well, another thing is, it shouldn't just start with us. Maybe it should also start with kids. which we was in artificial intelligence, so that they don't come oblivious to it, because a great majority of us are just oblivious. It's just a tool.
We are very oblivious.
Yeah, it's just a tool. Have you not seen about CITE News? Hey.
Oh.
But yay, no man, these people look realistic. These people look like we've seen them in Smokehouse or something, you know, the vibe. But it's more than that. We need to really dwell into it and look into it. There's things like fake news. You never know what if AI could create fake news all of a sudden.
Yeah, I did. Do you know what tolerance? So this is exclude that. I think you're right.
Yeah, we need to, you know, Reuters is not the best thing in the world. You know, it does, it's like the news police, but they are not really that good. We need an AI that polices the news so that other AI doesn't create fake news. So Ngama-local, ngama-shorty, khona phela it's in the middle of the winter, sonke siphume ngama-shorty, sithi sathi siqande size sibe ngezinye izinto, just because we trusted AI.
But there's one thing about AI. AI is taught. Everything that it does, it is taught by a human being. I think there should be some set policies when creating those.
What do we teach it up to this point?
Yeah.
Human beings.
Yes.
Someone was like, no, we can do better.
And then it came
now we've got phones where we can see our relatives across the world.
Yeah.
You really think I don't think human beings have the capability to stop nje kuphela. I think we want to push ourselves to. Why do you think people are going to the moon? I mean, even though they're saying the moon landing was fake, but you don't think there are people out there trying to inhabit some other local planet? I don't think it's their capability. So right.
But let's do it with Youth Hub. Let's do it with Youth Hub. Let's say we're having certain discussions. Let's have parameters. You go, hey, wait. Now it's now it's Russia and Ukraine in the group. Wait.
Just like people usually abuse AI. You know, some people have created some robots. Which maybe if you're my girlfriend, it can threaten you to a point that you cry while I'm not talking to you. So what you must understand, people must be informed with how AI works. You can easily see what I'm not talking to a human being. Something it actually gets to emotions, which want to cries.
Have you seen those videos of was it Donald Trump?
Yes, the deep fake stuff.
You need to understand. People need to research more and understand. I think that's the important aspect that we can do it. We teach people to use AI for their own advantage, not to provoke people.
But you know, something I've noticed, and the AI doesn't know any native languages yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
Pretty
soon. Can be taught anything.
Yes,
and it can translate. It doesn't. Can it not translate?
Google Translate can translate.
AI does not.
I'm not sure. Of course, it will learn. It will just use Google Translate. It will use
anything.
It will use Google Translate to learn or whatever.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm one of the people now who's fearing the advancement in technology that we're seeing. It's scaring me. It's really scaring me. Yeah. There were some people complaining. I saw Uti when they posted the new avatar. Uti, some people saying, why not use real people and stuff like that. They're trying to explain, Uti, no, this avatar will work with the people, but no, why not use abantu? It's like ukukhuluma ngeweather lapha. Oh, weatherman.
Thambani weatherman by the way.
Sasibathembile.
Thambani weside.
Uvusi. Yeah, Uvusi. Uvusi kake ngimbone kwaThixo.
Uvusi is a good example of how AI is really informing us. Sometimes, you know, maybe you don't have that widget on your phone that tells you the news, but you go on Facebook and then you see the site page, and there you have your weather. Imagine if, for instance, City Council had an AI. That
is a good idea.
You know? Hey. And that's something we can do. We can create that thing. See, come is the corner if you see it with that, no.
I love that idea. I really love that idea.
That can help you with it. Because I have a man who's in the US and he's using AI to budget. Yeah, $20 this month. I'm going to so on and so on. And it's really helping him. It's working. And I think these tools are these tools are freely available, guys. We should use them. But the problem is you go to see fit. That's where we come in. We now have to go ourselves and look for the information. We come across as a player at City or Greens or a market, wherever. And we set those parameters which we feed the AI that information. That is not destructive information. It's creative information. What you see was this no. You see, it's chibule, yes, tola ngapi. Good specialist in ngapi.
So there's a lot of ideas, but you got ideas and stuff. But that is I like, especially the one year man's.
Yeah.
Amans, guys, as a fill up, they're going at this time.
Yes.
They do send what do you call them? Like those posters and stuff.
Yes, the notice.
The notice, but I think it would be. I think it would work best, especially with
for
the
everyone. We're now having a cheaper internet with Starlink back on track. So
we have a lot to discuss in the hub. We have a lot to discuss. So what you were talking about tolerance, Lapana, when we're mentioning fake news, we do have a media and information literacy program lapho singafundisana khona njengomuntu qualified. I can actually do the teaching when it comes to fake news and so lakho kuqhakathekile khona again. Anyway, to round off, guys, what can we say about our youth hub? Last words is Katsa's child. Join
what
us.
can we say? Yeah, come through.
Join us. It's fun.
It's really fun. It's nice to engage with different people. Sometimes you learn new words. Last week in Zoctola from the butcher.
Oh yeah, the butchery.
You know? So you learn new things, and with so many different characters, you learn this is how this works. So sometimes you're oblivious to these things. Really, there's so much to learn. And for one, I think we have people who are learning how to lead. From what I see, Chairman went to is learning how to lead and how to move forward. I mean, he has experience before.
Leadership is in his blood.
Yes, so such things help you as well, Uti. Oh, okay. Let me move in this direction. You learn a lot from it.
Yeah, true.
Mr. Chairman.
The other thing, I think it's really helping us a lot, in terms of confidence. It builds confidence. To stand in front of people and say something, it's not easy if you're not used to it. But with us, we give each other the chance. You learn how to speak before the audiences. Understand? And there's one thing that we mentioned, the issue of ideas. You need to understand how some people think. Because some people are having their own information which is not
out there, yes.
Then you tend to understand what some people think, the perception from other people. That's very important. We share ideas, business ideas, and so on and so on. It's so great.
As you've heard from our members of the CITE Youth Hub, come through, come learn something, come share your ideas. Let's talk about important conversations that are happening. Sometimes we tend to think when we're going through stuff, we tend to think we're alone. So come through, uzezwala ukuthi no, awukho wedwa, because siyakhuluma into eziqhakathekileyo like mental health issues, stuff like that. You know what to do, who to reach out to. You're never alone, and we do focus on things that also build us up. Like you heard, we were talking about AI, we were talking about building our skills in magazine writing, podcast, into ezinjalo, and so come through, CITE Youth Hub, come through. Yeah, we my site offices. But we need to find a way, Pela, to get what do you do? Do you post a link or something?
To the group?
To now, what do we do?
We can post a link to the group.
You can post a
link.
link to the WhatsApp group.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, come through. That's how you see who really is there and what it's really about before you read about the vision and so on and so on. But I think we also need to include it in the upcoming magazine feature with, oh, this is the Youth Hub, this is what it's about, these are the visions, and move forward from there.
Yeah, there's smart people in this room. So anyway, thank you for watching our episode. We hope you like it. Please leave a comment. Tell us what you want us to talk about, who you want us to interview on the show. We're happy to hear everything that you ask for and request. So see you next week, guys. Bye.